Hello, this is Dr. Kevin Kirk, and today we're going to make a bowl. Nothing more, nothing less, just a bowl like for a table, like for eating food out of. I'll start with a sphere, just a regular sphere. There it is. No big deal. I'm making it into an editable poly because it's easier to work with. So just right click anywhere on it, convert to editable poly. That's just pretty standard. I want to go into a front, back, left to right view because I want it to be straight on. I'm going to grab some of these polygons. I'm going to get rid of them. So I'm going to select the polygons. And I don't want to go halfway. I want to go more than halfway. Why? Because I want the bowl to be still curving on its way up. I'm just going to delete these polygons right here. So I have a basic bowl shape. Yay. Looks awesome so far. But not done. I'll grab the vertices toward the base. And this is another thing you can do easily from the side. So I'll grab maybe around like so. I'll start with these. Maybe a little more. So I'll grab these. Now, instead of just deleting them or something like that, I'm going to actually scale them. So I'll grab the scale tool. Whoa, I changed the viewport. That wasn't good. Let's try this again. Okay, so grab the scale tool here. There it is. And I'll scale it just along one axis, pulling it down. I'll pull that relatively flat. That's good. Once you get there, move the thing up, because right now it's too big at an angle. So we move it up so we have a nice curve out. That's just about perfect. So I have this nice curve out going out, which is good. If I want to, I could also take the whole thing, and I think I will for this, and just kind of scale the whole thing. Just because you scale one part of it doesn't mean you can't scale other parts also. So I'll scale this down a little bit like that. I like a more shallow bowl in this case. Depends what you're making. Depends what it's for. So I have a shallow bowl. Now I can go to another view. Over here, this is great, except I've got the problem that it is purely one-sided. So if I try to render it, it's going to be awful. There we go. Not good. It's also sharp. You don't want to cut your dinner guests. Not good. So a quick fix to this, and a very effective one, is by putting a shell on. Shell modifier. So go to the modifier here and type in sh, and it'll get you to shell. Boom. Alright, shell has a few settings. It's got the inner and the outer mount. That's fine. Bring it down to whatever scale you're using. That looks pretty good. Also, the segments are important. I'll bring an extra segment in, and here's what makes the difference. So I have the extra segment. That's awesome. I'm going to take this now and I'm going to collapse all. When I collapse all, it lets me work with it again as an editable polygon. I'll do it. Yes, that's editable mesh. If it does editable mesh, change it to editable poly. I'll go into the edge. Now, very quickly, if I double click on an edge, it selects the whole loop around there. Selects that whole loop around there. When I have this, I'm going to bring this up and I'm going to bring this out. So if I look very carefully here, by bringing it up, I'll do a W, of course. I'll do a move tool. Bring it up just along that axis, just a little bit. What this is going to do is make that lip on it. See that? So I brought it up just a little bit. And it makes a bit of a lip around the bowl so it won't be as flat there. Maybe I'll bring it up a little more. Actually, I think that's pretty darn good. So I think I'll stop it right there. It also helps to reinforce the shape. The more polygons you have, the more lines you have in one area, condensed, the stronger the shape will be. This looks pretty good. So I have that extra part in there. We should be all right. So if I take this now, a few things I need to do, and that somehow make it smooth. Well, I can do the smoothing in there. Or I can drop a mesh smooth on. In this case, I think I'll drop a mesh smooth on it, so select it first. I'll drop a mesh smooth. I always mistype this, so I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down and find it. So where is it? Mesh smooth. Boom. And it looks a lot better. So if you got a mesh smooth going on there, you should be alright. Yeah, the lip seems to come up a little higher with the mesh smooth. I'm not sure if I like it, but I don't think it's bad. Yeah, there we go. It's a pretty decent border there, and that makes a nice bowl. It's got some thickness. It's pretty perfect. It sits on the table without rolling over, and it's one of the best techniques that I've ever seen on how to make a bowl. So there you go.